Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Jashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Jayong Vishnupad Paramhamsa Paribrajakacarya Ashtottar Shatu Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री प्रहलाद नृसिंह देव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। हिज होलीनेस चंद्रमौली स्वामी महाराज की गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurango. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschattarishtarine. Hare Krishna Maharaj, how are you? How did the treatment go? Super wonderful.
It's going well.
Oh, well, thank you. Did you lose weight?
I think so.
You don't have overweight actually.
At the border.
Okay. Pressure is all right. Sugar is good. Yeah. So good means normal. Wonderful.
Nicely done.
Very good. Thank you, Maharaj.
Things are so helpful.
And did the devotees get your mercy? Did Maharaj give classes?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Twice only. Yeah, actually during the treatment, they don't allow you to kind of come out too much and Hare Krishna, some devotees are sitting outside, make some room inside. अंदर आ जाओ। हाँ, जो बाहर बैठे हुए, कितने आदमी बाहर बैठे हैं? नित्य किशोर कैसे हो तुम? हाँ। ये नाम तो कि अनिल गौरंग, कैसे हो तुम? सब ठीक है? ओके। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, Chapter 18. The residents of Jambudvip offer prayers. Text 24 and 25. Actually, I will read through 24. 24 doesn't have any purport. Therefore, I will go to 25. And both the verses are in prose form. But 25 will recite together. 25 is a mantra. Sammake cho bhagavataḥ priya-tamam mātsyam avatāra-rūpam tad-varṣa-puruṣasya manoḥ prāk-pradarśitaṁ sa idānīm opi mahatā bhakti-yogenārādhayatīdaṁ codāharati. Codāharati. Sukadeva Goswami continued, in Ramyaka-varṣa, where Vaivasvata Manu rules, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as Lord Matsya at the end of the last era, the Cākṣuṣa-manvantara. Vaivasvata Manu now worships Lord Matsya in pure devotional service and chants the following mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Mukhyatamaya Namaha Satyaya Pranayai Pranaujase Sahase Balaya Mahamatṣaya Nama iti. Om Namo Bhagavate Mukhyatamaya Namaha Namaha Satyaya Pranaujase Sahase Balaya Mahamatṣaya Namaha iti. Om Namo Bhagavate Mukhyatamaya Namaha Satyaya Pranaujase Sahase Balaya Mahamatṣaya Nama iti. Nama Om, O my Lord. Namaha, respectful obeisances. Bhagavate, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mukhyatamaya, the first incarnation to appear. Namaha, my respectful obeisances. Satyaya, unto the pure transcendence. Pranaya, the origin of life. Ujjain, the source of the potency of the senses. Sahase, the origin of all mental power. Balaya, the origin of bodily strength. Mahamatṣaya, unto the gigantic fish incarnation. Namaha, respectful obeisances. Iti, thus. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is pure transcendence. He is the origin of all life, bodily strength, mental power, and sensory ability. Known as Matsavatar, the gigantic fish incarnation, he appears first among all the incarnations. Again, I offer my obeisances unto him. Please repeat after me. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is pure transcendence. He is the origin of all life, bodily strength, mental power, and sensory ability. Known as Matsavatar, the gigantic fish incarnation, he appears first among all the incarnations. Again I offer my obeisances unto him. So, this is the prayer that Vaivasvato Manu is offering. It's actually a Gayatri mantra in that way. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Jayadev Goswami sings, Pralaya payodhi jale dhrita bana sivedam Bihita bahitra charitra makhedam Keshava dhrita meena sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare. Soon after the cosmic creation, the entire universe was inundated with water. At that time, Lord Krishna, Keshava, incarnated as a gigantic fish to protect the Vedas. Therefore, Manu addresses Lord Matsya as Mukhatama, the first incarnation to appear. Fish are generally considered a mixture of the modes of ignorance and passion. But we must understand that every incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is completely transcendental. There is never any deterioration of the Supreme Lord's original transcendental quality. Therefore, the word Sattaya is used here, meaning pure goodness on the transcendental platform. There are many incarnations of the Supreme Lord: Varahamurti, the boar form; Kurma-murti, the tortoise form; Hayagriva-murti, the form of a horse, and so on. Yet we should never think any of them material. They are always situated on the platform of Suddha Sattva, pure transcendence. Om Namo Bhagavate Mukhatamaya Namaha Sattaya Pranayo Ujashe Sahase Balaya Mahamatsayo Nama Iti. So, it has been described in these two verses. The previous verse described that the Lord is present in Ramyaka-varṣa. There are various varshas, and one of them is actually Bharat-varṣa, and there is Ilabrita-varṣa. Bharat-varṣa actually was the Ilabrita-varṣa. Then Ramyaka. So this is how the description of Jambudvīpa has been described. So in Jambudvīpa there are 7 varshas and seven islands and 7 oceans. Saptadvīpa and Saptasamudra and Saptavarshas. And Ramyaka island is Ramyaka-varṣa is being described. Varsha means a tract of land. And these lands are like island because they are surrounded by water, various types of liquid. Then and this Ramyaka-varṣa, and in each island there is the Supreme Personality of Godhead present in different form, and he is being worshipped there. So there are different personalities who are presiding. Actually, every planetary system or every tract of land, according to the Vedic culture, has one ruler, one leader. Earth planet also has, used to have. Earth planet also used to have one king who is to rule over the entire planet. Like, for example, Yudhishthira Maharaj was that king. Parikshit Maharaj was the last such king. And then Kali Yuga began. And along with Kali Yuga, what happened? One planet started to become divided. Division was there. There were one ruler, and under him there used to be other rulers. And then under them there used to be many other rulers as well. So this is how there used to be one chief ruler, chief king. Their names used to be like, there used to be king, Raja, then Samrat, monarch. Over many kings was one monarch. And in this way, finally, there used to be one Sarvabhauma, the lord of the entire land. Not only land, Sasagara, along with the ocean. No, come in. There is room inside. Who else is there? Just make room for the devotees. Because outside they won't be able to hear. So that used to be the structure before Kali Yuga began. But with Kali, the Prabhupada mentioned that Parikshit Maharaj was the last such king who ruled over the entire planet, including the ocean. Sagara. Parikshit Maharaj was the last one, because from Parikshit Maharaj's time, Kali Yuga began. And as Kali Yuga began, the rulers became independent. First of all, originally the rulers used to function under the guidance of the Brahmanas. The kings were not the supreme lords. The kings used to function under the direction of the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas were the highest. And the Kshatriyas used to rule the kingdom sitting at the feet of the Brahmanas. But what happened? As the Kali Yuga began, the Brahminical culture got destroyed. And as a result of that, the kings did not want to follow the authority of the Brahmanas. We see how the deviation started when Shringi cursed Parikshit Maharaj. The Brahmanas were supposed to protect the Kshatriyas, guide the Kshatriyas. But here is a Brahmana who wanted to get rid of the Kshatriya king. Fine, Parikshit Maharaj made a mistake. He insulted his father. But as a Brahmana, he should have been tolerant. But instead of being influenced by the mode of goodness, he became influenced by the mode of passion. And due to his influence of the passion, he cursed the king, who was actually the ideal ruler, who could protect the entire planet and guide the entire planet in the path of dharma. But the Brahmana, instead of treating the Kshatriya as a younger brother, became envious of him and cursed him. So then gradually the decline started. So we can see when the Brahmanas deviated, Kshatriyas say, we don't want to follow these people. Why should we follow? These are a bunch of motivated individuals. They're simply concerned about their own sense gratification. And also, Garuda Puran made a very, very heavy statement in that respect. With all due respect to the caste Brahmanas here, those who are born in Brahmana family, Garuda Puran actually mentioned that in the age of Kali, the demons will take birth, many demons will take birth in the Brahmana families. And this is how they'll destroy the Brahminical culture. Rakshasa kalimashritya jayante brahmajonishu. Jayante will take birth, brahmajonishu, in the Brahminical families. Who? Rakshasas. Rakshasas kalimashritya jayante brahmajonishu. This is history. That's what actually happened. And as a result of that, what happened? All kinds of heinous activities, extremely abominable activities were conducted in the name of the Vedas. One such thing was sati pratha. Previously, sati was a Vedic culture, but it was completely voluntary. It was entirely up to the wife. And the wives were so chaste that when the husband died, they felt, what's the point in being alive now? So let me also go with him. But what these so-called Brahmanas started to do, forcibly they put them into fire and burned them. Even in recent past in the sense a couple of 100 years back, this was prevalent in Bengal. They would tie the woman, the wife of the departed husband, by hands and feet and throw her in the fire. And so that nobody could hear the cry, or rather her cry shouldn't be heard, they would play these drums as if it's an occasion for jubilation. And thanks to the British, they stopped it. They stopped that process. In this way, all kinds of abominable activities were introduced in the name of the Vedic culture by these so-called Brahmanas. And one such thing was killing of animals, unnecessary killing of animals. And that's why to stop that, the Lord had to come as Buddha. Nindasi jagga videraha sruti jatam sadaya hridaya darshita pashughatam keshavadhrita buddha sharira jai jagadisha hari. So the point is, the Brahmanas were acting in such a way that the Kshatriyas didn't want to follow them. So the kings became independent. So there was nobody above them. And when the kings become independent, when a passionate person becomes independent, that's very, very dangerous. Because mode of passion needs to be harnessed. Then only the mode of passion can be properly utilized. Therefore, the Kshatriyas must function under the Brahmanas who are in the mode of goodness. An example of that is the horses. So the animals like horses are in the mode of passion. And you let a horse loose, what will the horse do? What will a wild animal do? They will destroy everything. But when the horse is harnessed, then the horse can be utilized for the benefit. You can ride on the horse, use the horse for various productive activities. So then when there was no proper Brahminical guidance and the Kshatriyas became independent, when they became independent, they didn't want to accept the authority of other Kshatriyas. Why should I follow you? I am the Lord and Master. And as a result of that, the land started to become divided under the ruling of different kings. And those kings started to become despotic, tyrannical, completely independent tyrants. And as a result of that, there was a revolution. They didn't want to accept the authority of the citizens didn't want to accept the authority of those kings. And as a result of that came democracy. By the people, for the people, of the people. Vox populi. So this is how the world, the earth planet deviated from the original culture. So instead of one king, we got so many kings, and finally all the kings are gone. Now everybody is king. Democracy means everybody is a king. They're the king, not only kings, they're the king makers. They're bigger, even bigger than kings. People are selecting the ruler. And we are seeing how it's becoming degenerated more and more as the time is passing. With the passing of time, the situation of this planet is becoming more and more degraded. Now prior to that we have seen, or it will come probably afterwards, in Bharat-varsha, like every land has a ruler. And every land, like say for example the moon planet, the ruler is Somdev. Sun planet, the ruler is Vivashwan. And in this way, Jupiter, Brihaspati, Venus, Shukra, Charya, Saturn, Sunny. So this is how there are different personalities ruling over different planets, or different demigods ruling over different planets. One ruler for the whole planet. And every planet, as is being described, the Lord is being worshipped in various ways. So here in Ramyaka-varṣa, Matsya avatar of the Lord is being worshipped by Vaivasvata Manu. Ramyaka-varṣa is the land where Vivasvan's son, Vaivasvata Manu, rules. So this is how we are getting the proper understanding of the universe. It's very, very systematic. It's very, it's very clear, very scientific understanding. Every universe has a such specific structure. Every universe is a sphere, spherical area. And half of that is filled with Garbha water, Garbha ocean. Then the Lord lies there as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Every universe has a Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And from his navel comes out Lord Brahma. And Brahma is the sub-creator of that particular universe. Each universe has a Brahma, and Brahma is the ruler of the entire universe. And every universe has a specific structure, that is, 14 planetary systems. 7 higher, 7 lower. And this is very nicely described in the 5th canto actually. 7 higher planetary systems are Bhuloka, where we are, Bhumandal, then Bhuvarloka, then Swargaloka, then Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. And below there are 7 lower planetary systems. Those 7 lower planetary systems are Atal, Vital, Sutal, Mahatal, Rasatal, Talatal and Patal. Actually, Rasatal is before the Patal. Rasatal, Talatal, Rasatal and then Patal. So anyway, there are 7 lower planetary systems. And see how scientific the thing is. The upper planetary system are the region that is lit by the sun. The lower planetary systems, the sun rays do not enter there. That's why they are lower planetary systems. Now that gives us a very clear understanding of what the structure is like. Like consider a building that has 7 floors above and 7 floors below. Nowadays we get houses with at least a basement, and sometimes we get even, so here this structure is something like, in the basement there are 7 stories. 7 lower planetary systems. Now we can see that in the lower planetary systems, the sun's light do not enter. Right? In the basement, sun's light doesn't enter. And in the basement, in the lower planetary systems, then what is the need for how to light? They are lit by the jewels on the heads of the snakes. There are snakes with jewels. Now see how scientific that understanding also is. What lights the jewels, what the snakes have? Snakes have poison. And what is poison? Poison is liquid fire. Poison is actually fire, but liquid fire. Now there is another kind of fire that doesn't look like fire, but it is fire, subtle fire. Have you seen that? What is lighting up these bulbs? Electricity. Electricity also is fire. Just as electricity lights up the bulbs, the poisons of the snakes light up there or cause the jewels to emit light. In a way, the bulb is not, isn't it like a jewel? But where it is, look at the body of the snake. Long cable. And at the head of the cable is the bulb. And it is the fire that is supplying, that's causing, the liquid fire is causing the bulb to light. Similarly, this liquid fire, poison, is causing the jewels to emit light. Bhagavatam describes like these lower planetary systems as subterranean heavenly planets. They are not, the lower planetary systems also have incredible enjoyment facilities. Heavenly planets, but subterranean. Subterranean means underground. And I haven't been there, but I heard in I was talking about another subterranean heavenly planet, that I heard that in America there are places like that called Las Vegas. That place is not lit by sun. all those places in Las Vegas, they're arranged in such a way with artificial light that there is no way you can make out whether it's night or day. Because it's all artificial light. In the middle of the night, it will look like day. And in the middle of the day, it look like as if it is night and it has been lit up in this way. Have you been there, Pradeep? Yeah. Isn't it? Like.
Yeah, it's all artificial.
Or,
It was nothing but desert and
yeah, it was just desert, yeah.
the mafia during the 60s, they built it and they destroyed it and built new things every.
Right, yeah. And you know the story behind that also? How far is NASA from there?
It's in Reno, about 100 miles.
100 miles. And, yeah, from Reno. Now, the other idea is that they did that in order to shoot moon landing. They went in the middle of the desert, and it was actually that moon landing was shot. And
It's still called Area 51.
oh,
That is the big area where there are all those studies and research also do all of the other planets. It's all underground.
yeah, okay. So again, another the real subterranean. But you go there, it looks like a heavenly planet. But what do you do? What kind of? All kinds of enjoyment. And material enjoyment is dhanam, janam, sundarim. Gambling, a way to become rich in no time. That is what the gambling allures people to. They think that overnight, or not only overnight, in a few minutes they'll become millionaires. And prostitution. That's what goes there. Anyway, the point is that it's a very clear understanding that has been given about the planetary system in the 5th canto. There are 7 higher planetary systems. The middle planetary system is the Bhumandal, the Earth planet, where we are. And the Bhumandals has different varshas and different islands and different lakes or oceans. There is the ocean of salt water. There is the ocean of sugar water. There is the ocean of liquor. The people, those who are addicted to drinking, would be very happy to hear that. The shining bottle charm their eyes and draw their heart's embrace. The slaves of wine can never rise from what we call disgrace. So this is how there is a ocean of liquor, soda. Then there is a ocean of sharpi, ghee, ocean of yogurt, dadhi, the ocean of milk, and finally the ocean of pure water. And in between the oceans there are the islands. And we are living in one such island, which is Bharatvarsha. Bharatvarsha is not just one small little piece of land. The whole earth planet, whole land part was actually Bharatvarsha, surrounded by the saltwater ocean. But we see now how that land became divided. And that land became divided into different continents. Then the continents became divided into different states, and in this way the land has become divided. Now, one advantage of the age of Kali, Kali Yuga is an extremely degraded age, where the advantage of the age of Kali is that the Lord's mercy has become most wonderfully manifest. Most wonderfully manifest. Never ever he displayed such kindness upon the living entities. That is, he made the way to get out of this material nature so easy. In one hand, the condition is extremely difficult, but at the same time, getting out of here has become extremely easy. The situation is extremely difficult, but getting out of the situation is extremely easy. It's a contrast. In one hand, it's extremely difficult situation, but at the same time, it has become extremely easy to make spiritual advancement and go back to Godhead. And that is just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. And Brahminical culture means Vedic culture. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has created the Vedic culture and creating Brahmanas all over the world. Otherwise it was very difficult to get the position of a Brahmana. Even for an ideal Kshatriya king it was difficult. Like for example, there was a king called Vishwamitra, as you know. Vishwamitra wanted to become a Brahmana and he had to undergo so many difficulties. So many difficulties. Like he was meditating for 64,000 years. And Menoka came and broke his meditation, made him fall down. All the result of his meditation for 64,000 years just went down the drain. And then, like such a tedious endeavor he made, and then finally he got the position. He got the position of a Brahmana. That is how difficult it was to be a Brahmana. But in this age, see what ISKCON is doing, creating Brahmanas, not even Brahmanas, higher than Brahmanas. That's why I tell devotees, don't worry about second initiation. You have been already elevated to a situation which is higher than the Brahmana situation, that is a Vaishnava. In those days, to become a Brahmana was so difficult. What to speak of a Vaishnava, which is even higher than the Brahmanas. The perfection of a Brahmana existence is a Vaishnava. For example, that's the point that Prabhupada is making here. And in this point it has been made. That Suddha Sattvaya, in pure goodness. In the material nature there are three modes. Passion, ignorance, passion, goodness. And different entities are in different modes. Like animals are in the mode of ignorance. Human beings are in the mode of passion. Demigods are in the mode of goodness. Or Sudras in the mode of ignorance. Vaishyas are in the mixed mode of ignorance and passion. Kshatriyas are in the mode of passion. And Brahmanas are in the mode of goodness. But beyond all these modes are in the material nature. Beyond this material nature is a pure goodness, the region of pure goodness, Suddha Sattva. And Vaishnavas are situated in the pure goodness. We should not become puffed up and think, oh, I have become a Vaishnava. No. Prabhupada said that he is giving us an opportunity to become a Vaishnava. We have to qualify to become a Vaishnava. We have to qualify to become a Brahmana. As we saw with the age of Kali, what happened? Unqualified people were assuming the title of a Brahmana. So it's a matter of qualification. Guna karma vibhagasaha. Chatur varnam maya shrishta. Guna karma vibhagasaha. According to qualification. So here we are getting an opportunity to, in one hand, the Vedic culture has been destroyed, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to reorganize the Vedic culture again. He has given the formula, how to do it. That is by elevating everyone into the Vaishnava platform. And in that platform there is no consideration of modes, because it's beyond the modes. There is no consideration of birth. It is beyond that. It's a matter of pure spirit soul. So it doesn't matter in which family one is born. Everybody has an opportunity to become a Vaishnava. That is the unique characteristic of the Vaishnava platform. If it's a matter of varnashram, then yes, there is a consideration. Birth is a consideration. But for a Vaishnava, there is no consideration. And it used to happen like that. Birth used to play a role in a person's character, in a person's quality. For example, a Sudra's son would assist his father. Say, for example, a potter, a pot maker, a potter, clay pot maker. His son, as a little boy, would assist his father. How to mix the clay or carry the clay. Then gradually he would learn how to use the technique of making clay pots. In this way, he would learn from his childhood. And when he grew up, he would become an expert potter. Similarly, a craftsman different types of craftspeople, like people, those who are working the carpentry, cobbler, they would just learn the trade from their childhood. Similarly, a Vaishya's son will learn from his childhood how to make money, how to trade. Trading means, the simple formula of trading is buy it where it costs nothing and sell it where it costs the most. That's what business is. So, he would learn where to buy things the cheapest, or where to get things where it costs very little and take it to the place where it costs the most. A Kshatriya son, from his childhood, he would see his father fighting, practicing with weapons, and he also would learn how to shoot arrows, how to fight with swords, and they learn the technique from their childhood. Similarly, a Brahmana's son would see that the father is studying and reciting mantras, worshipping. So while gradually assisting his father, he will become an expert. So this is how the birth used to have its relevance. But in the age of Kali, what has happened? Everybody has become a Sudra. Therefore, there is no consideration of qualification. Everyone lost his qualification. At the most, only the Vaishyas are maintaining their qualification or occupation to some extent. But that also, the Vaishyas are not really like business. Actually, Vaishya's occupation is to cater to the need of the society. Business means to cater to the need of the society. But what is happening in today's world? The artificial need is created, and that has become the basis of business. And then it is not even artificial need. There is just speculation. So, like all kinds of things are going on. I mean, today's business is actually, what do you say? So that is how it has become. Like, you know what is the definition of business today? In today's world, the definition of business is the noble art of cheating people. So anyway, but still some Vaishyas are there, but there is no Kshatriya, there is no Brahmana in this age. So we can say everyone has become Sudra in this age. But what Srila Prabhupada did, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and did, what Srila Prabhupada has applied in today's world, everyone can become Vaishnava. Both are actually beyond any consideration of qualification, in material qualification. Sudra means one who is totally cannot have any qualification. And Vaishnava means everyone has the opportunity to become situated on the transcendental platform. And that is the mercy that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to bestow in this world. So what an amazing good fortune we all have just by coming in contact with Srila Prabhupada, just by coming in contact with ISKCON. An opportunity to transcend the material platform straight away, become situated on the spiritual platform. And spiritual platform means simply please Krishna. Narad Muni in that respect is making a very nice statement, that when the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be pleased just by offering some fruits and flowers or water and leaf, and by pleasing Him one can achieve the highest spiritual perfection, then what's the point in undergoing all those other activities? Like austerities and penances and all these Vedic processes. Austerities, penances, yajna, dan, etc. All we have to do is simply offer some fruits and flowers and water and leaves to the Lord with love. And He will be pleased. And when He is pleased, there is no way of knowing what can we get as a result of that. Then what's the point in undergoing all these other difficult activities? And yoga, such a difficult activity. As I was saying, Vishwamitra, after 64,000 years of practice, couldn't perfect himself. And nowadays it has become a fashion, yoga. It's not yoga, it's tamasha. It's not yoga, it's a joke. And who can perform sacrifice, fire sacrifice? We don't have the basic ingredient, pure ghee. In today's world you don't get pure ghee. What to speak of chanting mantras? The Brahmanas chanting the mantras in a perfect way. Anyway, so at least we can rejoice that we have got the access to the highest spiritual benefit that anyone can ever have. Anyone. You know what I mean when I say anyone? When I mean anyone, that not even the residents of Vaikuntha. Even the residents of Vaikuntha do not have access to this mercy that we are receiving by the wonderful grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, looks like something is happening here. Anyway, I am at the end of the class. So please take full advantage of this. Take full advantage of this good fortune. Don't waste your time in all kinds of unnecessary mundane endeavor. Just offer yourself completely to this process. And all your material needs will be taken care of. Don't worry about it. Krishna takes care of even the demons. So what to speak of when you become a devotee? So don't worry about it. Just depend upon Krishna with full confidence that He will maintain you and He will protect you. Don't worry about it at all. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. There are certain... Maharaj, please, would you like to say something? Hare Krishna.
How is it possible? I have an idea, but how is it possible that the Brahmins or the demons were able to take birth in Brahmin families on such a large scale, just for a little deviation?
Well, I'll go back to the simple consideration. How did Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha were born in the womb of the Brahmanas? Like that shows like how, the demons can actually be born in Brahminical families. I mean, what kind of Brahmana? Brahma's son. How is meditation on these varshas, these verses, prayers, helpful in chanting Hare Krishna? Vibhu Chaitanya Das. Well, chant Hare Krishna. That's the best way you can get help. Well, Prabhupada said that about chanting Gayatri is in a form of meditation. So by chanting Gayatri, we learn how to meditate. That helps us to meditate on the holy name also. Maheshwar Krishna Das, Indore, from the internet. My question is, as you mentioned, different planetary systems had different rulers. These planets are also mentioned in Vedic astrology. How far it relates to the person who enters into Krishna consciousness? Many persons ask me that if everything is destined, what is the need of action, karma, karmic reaction? Sometimes it also comes in mind. We are trying to excel in devotional service to please Prabhupada, but due to our conditions, we can't. So, does this conditionings are result of past life? Then how it can be overcome? If you think proper, please answer. Yeah. Well, first of all, this consideration of destination, destiny. Destiny is actually a matter of karmic reaction. It is one's past karma that is generating the result, and he becomes subjected to that result. That is what destiny actually is. Destiny is not some accidental happening. Destiny is the pre-arrangement according to the karmic reaction. To go further into that, we can say, we wanted to be independent. We wanted to enjoy independently. That's the simple point. And when Krishna saw that we are not going to listen to him, Krishna told us, don't go. Why do you suffer the way? Why do you want to become independent? When I am taking care of you in all respects, why do you want to be independent? No, I want to be like you. Well, no one can be like me. No, I want to be like you. Then you have to go somewhere else. Here is the region of reality. In the region of reality, unreal things cannot happen. So you go to a place, okay, I'll create another place for you. And that is this material nature, where everyone is getting an opportunity to be independent. But Krishna said, okay, you try to enjoy. And there is a rule of the game. The rule of the game is, right action will lead you to enjoy, wrong actions will lead you to suffer. The right action is called punya, wrong action is called pap. So this is how everyone is functioning, driven by the autopilot. Like every action is creating reactions. And as a result of that, there is the result. You did the right thing, okay, 50 rupees. You did the wrong thing, minus 25. You did the right thing, okay, plus 50. You did the wrong thing, minus 75. So in this way, we are actually creating our bank balance. Punya will fulfill your desires, like when you have money in your pocket, then you can get whatever you want. When you have punya to your credit, you can fulfill any desire. And fulfillment of desire is enjoyment. And if you act in a wrong way, then you pay by being punished. Like I'll give you an example. Somebody may think that he is going to get some money by stealing. So he gets the money, he takes. But then what happens? While he is stealing 500 rupees, the account is going down. Okay, wrong action, fine is 5,000 rupees. And how do you pay? Bang! Punishment. Somebody may think that, I gained it by not paying. I didn't pay the tax. I was supposed to pay 500 rupees and I cheated the government. So smart I am. But I may think that I am gaining by not paying 500, but somewhere someone is counting. For this action, the penalty is 5,000. So the point is, when one has that understanding, he will not act in a wrong way. That's why Vedic culture is so important. It's so important to understand the Vedic culture, which is the karmic principle is the very basics. Therefore, don't do anything wrong. Because wrong action will lead to suffering. right action will lead to real enjoyment. But in the age of Kali, people don't have that awareness, and as a result of that, the world is becoming so miserable. People are suffering so much. But can we really be surprised that people are suffering so much? Like, people are indulging in so many wrong actions. And can we, is it surprising? Is it a matter of wonder that people are suffering? People are killing innocent cows. People are aborting babies. People are cheating people. People are lying. People are killing each other. So all these wrong actions are piling up, and the result will come at one point. That is why it's so important to take shelter of the holy name, take shelter of Krishna's mercy. And have the faith that Krishna will protect. Krishna will protect. In that respect, often I remember that how real it is that the Lord protects. We may think that we are not. We may think that, oh, all these anecdotes are there only in the Vedic scriptures. No, in other culture also, there are enough proof of that, how Lord takes care. And one example that I often think of, and I speak also, is Moses is taking the Jews out of Egypt to the promised land, Israel. When the Jews are just an exodus, they're running away, the soldiers of the Pharaoh is trying to get them. So they're running. Then what happened? When they came to the river, Nile, there was no way that all these people could go across the river. There was no boat or not enough arrangement. The river parted. Now, is it a fairy tale? Okay, if somebody thinks it's a fairy tale, then let them think. But those who have faith, they can simply see that Lord's mercy. Like in the Vedic culture, we are seeing how Krishna protects, how Krishna protected Prahlad Maharaj. So with his inconceivable potency, he can save his devotees in this way. The river parted. And they crossed. And when the soldiers came, the water filled up and they got washed away. One example. Another example. There are thousands of them. Thousands of Jews are following Moses to the promised land. But it's a long distance. Thousands of miles from Egypt to Israel. And if not thousand, at least a good few hundred miles. They're traveling through desert. What were they eating? Not for 1 day, 2 days, months it took them. What were they eating? The Lord was providing the food for them. So this way we have to see that those people, those who are following Moses, were actually devotees of the Lord. And that's why the Lord bestowed His mercy upon them. So from that we learn, if we surrender, if we have faith in Him, if we act on His behalf, then He will take care of us. He will take care of us. Just as He supplied the food and drinks in the middle of the desert, there is no way of knowing what He can do. to his devotees. Therefore, no matter how critical the situation of the world becomes, we who have taken shelter of Krishna's lotus feet must have full faith. There is nothing to worry about. Krishna is giving that assurance. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just surrender unto me. Okay, Mahisha Krishna, I hope it answers your questions. And as you say that you are trying to render service and sometimes you can't do it according to your desire, don't worry, just keep trying, keep trying. Krishna doesn't care for your success. Krishna simply cares for your endeavor. Just keep endeavoring with all sincerity. Okay, so should I stop now? It's already 1:05, 9 o'clock. Thank you all very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur.